Imagine sitting up and coming across something that you did not like because you were engaging in negative things about me. My sister happened upon something she did not like because of a particular environment that she was in. Okay. So let's talk about how my number hasn't changed and you're not blocked. That's how I got your message. And you have not once said, "Hey, are you okay?" But you can text my phone asking me why I'm speaking about the trauma of my father not being a father. That's kind of fucking crazy to me. Like, kind of fucking crazy to me. And hold on really quickly. Y'all give me 1 second. You guys, this is random as fuck, but have you ever done an at-home foot peel? Every time, I've only done it twice in my life, and this is the second time. But every time I get to that point where my feet look like something out of the ice age, I start regretting that I did the peel. I hate this little period of time where I look crazy as hell. Like my feet look insane. I know it goes away, but it's not away yet. My feet look crazy. My feet look crazy. Okay, falling off the bone, tender, tender. Um, Yesterday I was on Facebook and I saw the guy. So I'm still Facebook friends with one of these guys that's friends with this particular person. This particular person doesn't have a Facebook anymore. But um I get on Facebook and the guy, the mutual, had gone to the rodeo. And he's still best friends with the guy who nutted in my ice cream. So they took a photograph together because the joke was, man, I was convinced that nobody would have this shirt, but then my best friend walks up with the same shirt on. So they ended up essentially matching. And so they took a little bro picture. It was really cute too. Took a little picture, whatever, and enjoyed the day with their people. My point in bringing this up is, do you think that he likes that I tell that story? Do you think that at this stage of development, he's a teacher now? Do you think that he likes that I continue to tell people that he nutted in my ice cream with the intention of me eating it because he was upset with me and he was so obsessed with my vagina that that's what he did. He got his dick erect. He Let's go through the psychology of this bitch. He got mad at me, got erect and aroused, jacked off to the thought of me, nutted in my fucking food, put it back in the freezer, let me come and pick it up, got drunk, felt bad and confessed that he had nutted in my fucking ice cream. Okay? Psychotic. Do you think that he likes that I tell people about what he did? No. Do you think I give a fuck? No. Because that was egregious. What he did to me was egregious. That was psychotic. That was traumatic. That was something that has scarred me. So it just is what it is. And that's all it's gonna be. So some people ain't gonna like the role that they play in your story. Well, bitch, you should have gotten a better role. Next case. The fuck? Hold on. Thank God he confessed. It really wouldn't have mattered because I don't eat leftovers. Thank God. And I'm not a big ice cream lover. So y'all know how the story goes, bitch. We didn't have a freezer at the time that could accommodate the little ice cream pint that me and Charisma got. Charisma had strawberry ice cream. I had cookies and cream. And I asked him because I was fucking with him, can I put our ice cream in your freezer? And he said, of course. And so we put our ice cream in his freezer. I don't even know at this point right now what happened, but obviously he gets upset with me. And we end up going to a party. I hit him up and I was like, can we come get the ice cream? Because Charisma wanted her ice cream. And I said, I'll go ahead and get mine too. And she didn't worry about it melting because she intended on eating it. So she was like, let's go get it. So we went and picked up the ice cream and put it in our little fridge. I lived in a co-ed dorm, and one of our mutual friends came down, and he was always in our shit. So he was like, what y'all got to eat in here?" Like he did every day. And he goes in the freezer, and me and him were a little bit closer than him and Charisma were. So he was more liable to go into my things. So when he saw my ice cream, he said, "Can I have some?" And I said, "Yeah, go ahead." And that's how he ended up going for my ice cream instead of Charisma's. And he actually ate some. And when we got the ice cream back, we opened it, and I said, "This ice cream, it looked like it's a little melted or something wrong with it. It looked goopy." And but I didn't think nothing of it. And I just put it in the fucking freezer. So this guy, he his name was Ashton. Ashton ate some of that fucking ice cream. So Ashton eats a little bit of this ice cream. He just took a couple spoons and then he puts it back in the freezer. We go on about our business. That night was a party. We get to the fucking party, and the nigga who had done it in the ice cream, he used to drink a lot. So he was drunk as fuck. And we saw him, we passing through, and he was trying to talk to us and shit like that. We was like, "Child, the fuck wrong with him?" Like he was just drunk as a skunk. So we get back to the room, and I get a phone call, and Charisma was at their fucking room, at their dorm room. So she across the street. I get a phone call. She was talking to one of them. That's why she was over there. And he said, "I nutted in your ice cream." That nigga hung up. That nigga called me back. "I nutted in your ice cream or something." I'm like, "Nigga, what?" But I remembered that I had seen him at the party fucked up. So I dismissed it. I'm like, "Child, whatever." And I hung up the phone, bitch. I didn't even think about this shit. Charisma comes back to the motherfucking room, and she was like, "Girl, why was I over there?" And they was talking about he had nutted in your ice cream. I said, "Bitch, what?" Because that nigga just called me and said that shit. I said, they told you that?" She said, she basically was saying it was a topic of discussion. I went back in the freezer and looked at that fucking ice cream. And that's when it hit me. This nigga didn't nut it in his motherfucking ice cream. And that is when I lost my shit. Okay. When I tell you I lost my shit, I lost my shit. But the point is, do you think he liked me telling that story? They said, "Did you ever tell Ashton?" No, I did not. Ashton was a boxer. So the number one reason why I never said nothing was because it wouldn't have mattered if it was a boxer or not. A man in our community coming to the realization that he's ingested another man's sperm, I just felt like he would try to kill that fucking boy. And then to compound that, him being a boxer, I just felt like that nigga was about to get his ass whooped in a whole like I just felt like I was aware of the type of homophobic community that I came from. And I was in fear of his life. I'm not exaggerating or anything like that. So no, I did not tell him. And it's something that I do feel a little bit bad about, but I feel like I saved a life because we come from a community where any implication that a man may be homosexual, that can lead to this man killing people, killing himself. It's all kind of shit. So I just felt like if he knew what had happened, that it would be bad. And so I never said anything. Charisma never said anything. And we just moved on. Literally. I just did not think that would be a good fucking thing. Like that would I feel like he would have killed that nigga. I really do. I really fucking do. I think he would have killed that nigga. Yikes. Like when I think about it, I get scared for him. And I feel like he would have hurt you real fucking bad. That's why I hope he don't listen. So I don't think he listened because I've run into him at homecoming and he ain't said nothing and we chopped it up. So I don't think he know. But it's a small ass world. I was telling a story about a nigga one day and somebody in my comments was like, "Is his last name such and such?" And I said, "Yeah." Child, they knew him too. Okay. Dre said you knew my cousin. Mm-mm. They said somebody gonna tell him. It's a small ass world. But because I can stand on it, it is what it is. I don't give a fuck. Literally don't give a fuck. I'm looking at something. Give me a second. I apologize.
A few moments later.
They said a coach. Oh, Moochie Show is your cousin. Like literally, Show is your cousin. Y'all, Dre's cousin, he passed away after an accident. But when I tell you he was such a cutie pie, he was literally such a cutie pie. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm going through my Facebook. Why in the fuck do I see this girl named Vicky? Icky Vicky. This girl, I met her in the country. And when I was going to school out there. And that bitch, she used to bring me red hots to Spanish class. And I used to be I didn't be nice to her to get the red hots. I was nice to her because I'm a pleasant person. But I did allow her to think we were more friends than what we were because I didn't want to hurt her feelings. And the red hots were a nice bonus. Does that make sense? I ended up getting the red hots because I was nice to her genuinely. That's how we even got there. She didn't present the red hots first, and then I was nice to her. So I was genuine about how I came at her, but I know that it got to a point where she really felt like we were friends, where I didn't feel that way about her. But I still was nice to her, and we chit chatted in class and stuff like that. But girl, we is not motherfucking friends. She sent me a message years ago talking about, "Are you the Milagro that I used to?" Hell no, girl. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm, girl. That's another one. Okay. Mm-mm. No, I'm not that one, boo. Do I look like that one? Damn, she cute. But no, I ain't that one, boo. Ooh, she know it's me, bitch. You ain't never met another Milagro Cooper. I be acting like my name Emily. Child, they be knowing damn well who it is. Then I look the same, so bitch, I can't even hide, bitch. Oh Lord. You know something? If Oprah had wanted to do a motherfucking story on my family, I feel like these people would be down for her doing me like they did Monique. I would do an episode and then they would come and do their episode. Like when I tell you I am so fucking outdone, I'm not kidding. I am literally so outdone and so disappointed. Like literally. And I'm so disappointed because I feel like I've been kind. Even in the midst of me expressing myself about how I feel like I've been kind. And I feel like I've, still protected them and just let it be that I am hurt. I think I've always been very open about being hurt by the way that they choose to go about things and finally just drawing a line in the sand and saying, I don't want to participate in that no more. I've never on any day gotten up and tried to tell any of them down like it's people or say anything about them. That's derogatory. It's literally just been about I don't appreciate the way I feel like they do me. So to even have any type of adverse like opinion or energy is just crazy to me. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And then at this time, it just blows my motherfucking mind. And I literally have to just, ugh. And you know what they about to make me do? Now I'm about to go print out and make a PDF file of my interactions with their ass. Since now we don't know reality from fabrication, I'm gonna go and make it real. 14 years ago, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at my messages with my dad from 14 years ago on the page that should have been blocked. And do you know that my aunt must have gone through his page because they went in and deleted all of my dad's responses to me. And then she came one day and she told me, and I saw that nasty message that you sent your dad. So when I go into my messages, it looks like I'm talking to myself. And you can see where he said something, but it just shows his bubble. It doesn't show what he said. So, for example, I sent him a message in 2010 letting him know the breakdown. And then he wrote me back. So then I wrote him back and said, no, I'm sorry. And then he said something. He must have asked me how old I was because I said 17 and 18 on the 27th of October. And then he asked me another question. And then we literally went back and forth. So they literally went and deleted his side of it. And it's just me. Like, that's how low down the ass is.
A few moments later.
Oh my God. Why the fuck do I see my messages with Alex from 2010? He said, I know you done with me. I ain't trying to beg you to come back, but I'm just writing you to say I hope you have fun at school and enjoy your life. I said, I just saw this right now, but I'm doing just fine. He said, I still want to be friends. We got too much history to throw away. I said, fuck you, boy. I'm occupied. Let me tell you how I spelled it. FukuBoi. I'm occupied. OCCUPIDD. Stupid ass. Stupid ass. Fuck you, boy. I'm occupied. Then I said, I didn't write that. But anyway, you and your little sidekick have been agitating the shit out of me. What do you expect? And then he said what he said. And then I said, she brought you to our room for a reason to get on my nerves because I talked to her and told her the situation. So she disrespected me. Y'all remember that I told y'all that girl, my roommate, had brought him to the room? And I told her, don't do that shit. And then she left me a note that she was chilling with him. And I told her, get up out that motherfucking bed, bitch. I'm about to whoop you. Okay. That's what happened.